Okay, privacy they wanted, privacy they'll get. Hey guys, welcome to episode 20. We're picking up where we left off with our dupes, just finishing off this section up here. So we can actually start introducing new dupes. We have the first dupe due in point 3 of a cycle, so let's hope we have a decent one, and we will be calling him David. So we need to sort out these fertilizers. We've turned them all off. We've seems to have dealt with this issue with water down here, so I think it's time we started digging this lot out in preparation for getting some more. Let's increase that priority actually. Getting some more fertilizers, but having them set up in such a way that we can capture the gases that is created off them, and we can move these down as well. So that's the plan for this sort of space, because this is very unsightly, the amount of natural gas we've got here. It's nearly bad enough as the polluted oxygen, because that's never a good thing. Just out of interest, what's going on over here? Yeah, everything's still happy, which is good. I can't believe that as I was dropping the water in at the top over here, it cooled down so much that all of this had froze in the past. Right, just heard the pod go off, so let's see whether we have a decent duplicant to join the ranks. That was a bit slow and strange. Okay, so Bana, no, can't even pronounce her name. Turner, he's not very good athletics, so he's going to have a negative trait. Actually, do you know what, Dave? I think Harold is actually quite a good one, because I could really do with having some more artists in here, and obviously the flatulence is not a great thing. Only gives off a bit more natural gas that we can utilise. But to be perfectly honest, he's an artist, and I think that's really what I'm actually after the most. And he's a binge eater, so his stress levels are horrendous. I'm not really worried anymore now about the decor expectation of new dupes entering, because some of my current ones are actually 50 plus, or up to 50 and below. So I'm looking more on the food quality of what they expect, and there's nothing there that I can't handle at the moment. So Harold, you are now going to be called David, and we are going to invite you into the base. So David, as a newbie, you can have one of the new bedrooms. So let's pop you up here in there. So you've got a really nice decored room. There's only going to be a couple that high level of decor, so consider yourself privileged in that sense. Right, so we're down at the bottom here again, looking at wow, they don't all fly through this, don't they? Right, let's just get that dug out, and we can dig out all that and that. We can actually deconstruct this now, so we don't need that at all. And those guys can dig out here as well. What you like? Can you reach that slime? No, you can't, can you? Alright, so that's all dug out very, very quickly. I think I'm going to move this ladder. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it where it is. Okay, so we've now got all that sorted out. I'm going to dig out these, because I'd like to make sure that the water drops down. Yeah. Oops. Let's cancel that one. I don't really want to have too much water flowing down this end at this moment in time. Right, let's just pause this for 30 seconds, and let's just work out how we want this. So we need to have it enclosed, because we have the gas obviously needs to be captured. So if we start by just basically plonking these in, so we can put a fresh wall over here. Anything that drops on it can go down, but if I actually start this end, I'm not entirely sure whether that natural gas actually floats. I mean, it looks like it's just heavier than carbon dioxide, so it looks like it will be at the bottom of the base. So if the other thing is I don't want it overheating. Do these overheat? 30 odd degrees. Okay, it'll be interesting to see what actually happens here. So if I plonk these down, we've got 4 at the moment, and I really do need to increase that. But if I have just 4 to start with, I can actually just run constantly. Actually, you're going to be giving off. What are you going to be giving off? You're going to be giving off any carbon dioxide and any polluted oxygen. How is that working? So that's fully right. Okay, so it's not really giving anything off. So at the moment, so let's not worry about that. So put in our floor, and we'll have our roof tile. I do it for. Actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to need to do that first. Cancel those. Put in a few sections, temporary. Yeah, do that. Get those done first. And you can work on that. Change that to 7 actually. Oops. I want that 8 still. Come on, priority work for me. Yeah. So if I have that as priority 8, then they'll do their slots. And then hopefully from there should be able to reach this slot. Okay, so that's fine there. I don't really want this gas vent here anymore because that's really where I want my let's deconstruct everything there actually. So I want that pipe out. So let's put in more granite so we can do that side. In actual fact, these, because I want to have 2 layers actually, these can all be gas permeable, although what's the difference? So running speed plus 50, decors minus 5, overheat with the gas permeable, whereas these things won't. Can I get any decor? Yes, with the copper. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put copper down as the tile. Seems the same cost the mesh tile. Might as well just use them. We'll also do again. So that's 4 high, isn't it? So we introduce it to there and to there. So let's just dig that one up. Right, okay, so where are we at? So what priority is going on here? 8, 8, 8 and 5, 9, that's fine. Okay, so just now need somewhere for the let's pop you in there. So just now need somewhere for the air pump to go. It's probably better to have the air pump near the door so it's sucking out as much as possible. So if I have my ladders, how many can I actually get in here? Refinements. So if I pop in 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. So I can then put a ladder on the inside. Use that as a basis for everything. Do that over like so. Okay, and then we can put a manual airlock in here. And yeah, stick with that one. And then we can, yeah, so that would work. So we've got, no, I need that over slightly. Cancel. No, cancel. because I want my ladder. So if I've got a pump, let's put my pump in. Gas pump. So he'll sit there. So I want my door right next to him. So we'll put in the ladders there. We'll deconstruct and pop that in there as well. So we'll do that. Let's put another ladder in this side so we can actually access it from there. Let's increase the priority here just so that we can do that. Okay, so they're working on 7 at the moment. So if I put these to an 8, we can then just totally enclose everything in preparation, which will work. Plumbing. So we need to have our pipes. You know what? I did see somewhere. Deconstruct liquid pipes. Oops, is that? No, have I done the wrong one there now? No, that's fine. Okay, I'll probably put in an additional pipeline in for later. I think I might need more water. What's going on there? Oh no. Yeah, okay, so that can now be deconstructed because they can actually get down. Buildings. And then we can put in our fresh pipes and everything else. I'm deconstructing them because the last thing I want is any clean water to go into this area and do any damage to the actual systems. So that's good. Right, okay, so we can now put in our granite there. We can put a manual door here, and we can get our plumbing sorted for here. So we're going to just go up. So that can join there, and we'll just take that round and up, because they'll be positioned in the same spot above. And we can get power going as well. So these are going to take, how much power do these take? Hang on, go into the actual power grid, that would help. So 120 watts. Okay, so that's not too bad. Maybe I need to revisit my power solution. So that's 120, 240. Yeah, so that will be within 1,000. So I'm going to need a separate system for that. Cool. Right, okay, so that's there. We also, yes, the pump needs to be on a different circuit. And I'm going to say, because it's going to be the same circuit that I've got powering the pump down here, you can be on that circuit, because if anything's going on and these fail, I don't want that pump to be affected by it. Now, also because I've got this filter here, and this pump here was actually working on sorting out this natural gas that was around it, I'm going to actually connect this to that pump. So let's have a look. What's this? This is 1,000, so that's actually fully charged. Okay. Maybe what I need to do is just get this sorted so that it can actually operate. Let's get the priority up on here because I want all this done quickly. You can all be done now, actually thinking about it. There's no reason why anything there is can be delayed. Yeah, so I'm just wondering about whether to try and filter it through here. At the moment, we've only got that system running one of these natural gas generators. Let's have a look at what's going on with the actual gas. So we are bringing in 1,000 grams into each of these. So this gas here is still fully pressurized, and this is coming through. So it's, yeah. So like I said before, I could probably introduce a couple more natural gas generators, which will produce more water, which will then fill this back up again. It can't win. So maybe what I should do is, yeah, I'm gonna plumb it into this valve here because because I think that will work for the time being. It won't use up more electricity because we are not going to be. Let's just do it that way and then back and up. There we go, like that. So we can actually see what's going on a bit better from the outside. Yeah, so as we need to sort out additional, put the right priority up. As we need to sort out, why didn't that pick all that lot? There we go. As we need to sort out our power, we need to get more storage because everything here is maxed out. Where's me? Because consumable ore, I have not touched any consumable ore for a while, which is good. So we're going up in quantity, although my bleach stone seems to be reducing. Even though, right, okay, I'll keep an eye on that. So I could really put in 4 more natural gas generators because they don't cost anything to run. In the sense that they're not, it's only the resources to get them powered up. But that would enable me then to have another bank of batteries, and that will, give me more water for down here. Yeah, okay. I think that's going to be on the cards. So this is all 7, so they'll get on and do this, and they can now deconstruct that actually. Building. And they can, no, they can't deconstruct that one yet. Yeah, so this will work a treat, I think, because I can lock the door until my where is it? Where's my organics agricultural fertilizer? 4 ton. Okay, so still looking good on that front, but I can just leave this running happily and close the door. If we've got plenty of fertilizer, unlock it. It'll then allow the dupes to run backwards and forwards to pick that up. Now, let's have a look. We introduced David. Let's find David. And let's hit follow cam. Let's see what David's up to. Let's slow him down. Okay, so David's one of the builders. Level 6 artist. So we need to get him working on art. So have I given him the job of art? No, I have not. So let's give you the job of art because that is going to be a primary function of yourself, because no one else other than, I think, Murphy, is it? No, Ringo. Ringo's a 13, so you can really help Ringo get on and do the art around the base. Okay, so perfect. So that can be deconstructed, and that can be deconstructed. Same with you. Same with you. Then we can put in a few more statues. Let's have a look what the art level decor is. 115. So what's in here? 105. 97. Axis in the center. Okay. So once that's done, I can just mirror all this lot down. So do you know what? I'll quickly do that. Okay, so that's quickly done. They can get on to do that, and just put that as a priority 6 so that they'll get on with that as soon as they've run out of jobs. We've got all our art that we can knock down now to 1. Yep. And you can be at 8 because that will just get that level finished after they've done that. Yeah, okay, so where we're at. Oh, we've got some new dupes, so we've got plenty of beds, we've got plenty of food. How's our oxygen doing? Yeah, we're doing plenty of that. So, right, let's see who else we're going to introduce. Ooh. Do I want another artist? Or do I want an architect? You can always get sick. Cooking's quite... Do you know what? I think cooking is going to be a primary function for some dupes. Now, I've got narcoleptics, so the last thing I want any narcoleptic to do is to fall asleep in a dangerous situation and get themselves into trouble. But this Bubbles, she has got 2 cooking and she's very fast, so I'm thinking I'm going to introduce Bubbles. And for this episode, and see how she copes. So let's just make sure I get Bubbles' job sorted out because I really do want her cooking. And do you know what? You can deliver, sweep, harvest. Actually, harvest, yeah. Mop, repair, power, yeah. Okay, I've got no hydro fans, but got no compost. Yeah, cool. So let's get Bubbles into the new sleeping quarters up here. Okay, where's Bubbles gone? Why is that not letting me assign? Where's Bubbles? Ooh, maybe I've got 2 Bubbles and that's the problem. Let's just find her. So I've got Bubbles 1. No. That's strange, it automatically assigned her a cot, so that's why I couldn't see her. Okay, let's sweep up this area because this is sleeping quarters. We don't want anything in there that will cause our dupes any stress. And let's put in our sculptures into there. Probably going to regret putting them in there with a loud sleeper if I do get any. But at least whoever goes in there, maybe what I can do is until I get a loud sleeper, I can put those that potentially have a high decor expectation can go in there, so that might help de-stress them at night. So how are we getting on down here? I was hoping they'd actually got more of this done. Come on, let's get this to 8. What was that I just saw? Thought I saw some damage occur. I don't know. It's just the way they're building. Okay, so they've done all the top. They can now deconstruct those and get rid of those. And we can do the same for those 2 tiles, and we can put in our. Let's get this to 8. We can start putting in. Hang on. Oh my goodness me. Building. I've got Abe somehow stuck No, 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 no. Sorry. What? How on earth did he get stuck up there? Oh, dear me. Now that was a close one. So let's get that back in and seal off the base. And the same with this. Actually, that needs to be a 5 or below than that anyway, because they need to make that one first. Honestly, how on earth did they do that? Mind boggles sometimes. Okay, so that's done. Let's get that one back up and running, and we can get our water supply sorted. Okay, so that is really filling up nicely. Wonder what the temperature's doing in there. So, okay, so that's coming in warm at 19 degrees, but we're maintaining like a oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so we're starting to get some oh, polluted. That's interesting. I know. I thought for a second that the those little ice bits there were actually polluted ice. I was hoping that it actually sorted itself out, but it hasn't. So, okay, so we now need to sort out our power situation because these guys are vastly flying through this job. Let's just put in the couple more fertilizers. Perfect, and they can be 8 as well. Alright, so that's there. So let's just pause this for a second. We need 1,000 watts in here. So we have got on this circuit 240, 240, 240. So there's nothing available on there. Could I have changed this at all? So that's 240, 120, that's 360. No, I can't. Okay. That actually is powering this lot as well, which is interesting. I am going to be disconnecting this lot. So how much have I got on this circuit? So that is, that will be, maybe what I should do is, let's deconstruct this lot first. So wires, get rid of all that lot. And then buildings, we'll get rid of those. Buildings, yeah, don't want those. They can go. So that will give a current requirement on there of 500. So they're 120. So if I was to deconstruct 2 wires there and add in additional wiring this side, then that will at least get me operational, and then I can sort out how to do that wiring that side, but in a way that will actually function in the sense of I can then have all of that running without any issues. So that'll be good. So what's going on with this? No, pipe blocked. Oh my life. Okay, so that's a problem. So I need to get this polluted oxygen into an area that's not so concentrated. Dear me, okay. I mean, what's this like out here? That's so high. You know what? I'm actually thinking of plumbing this into here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Because that will... Let's just have a look again. Oops, wrong one. Let's just pause this for a second. It's not necessarily pipe blocked, it's just full. I can take that for the time being. Have this go up. Gas pipe bridge. Let's rotate that. No, that's the right way. Let's pipe into there. We do that for the short term. Prioritize that as an 8 just to get that done. I know it's going to prioritize the deconstruction as well. Actually, that needs to be prioritized 8. So it is. So that will then make sure that nothing is ever an issue. And to be perfectly honest, I'm dealing with the carbon dioxide in here. A bit of polluted gas won't be an issue. Come on, you should be going through. Why aren't you working? I think I'm going to have a separate filter switch actually. Oh, that one actually did move then. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a separate filter. Okay, so that'll be interesting. I've just heard the pod go off. I'm actually going to reject this one unless they're an amazing. Yeah, I'm going to reject all of those. And I'm going to turn this off for this disabled building. So I just want to bring the dupes in at a sustainable level. Right, okay, so doing all that, so that pipe is now, oops, just needs a few more to positions to get that sorted. So that can go like so, and we can deconstruct that one. Right. So that's going to be interesting. So we've got half of this lot running and half it's not. And I need to get plumbing sorted out. So that is actually chucking through natural gas at a high velocity. I think once this has actually sucked out all the natural gas, all the gases out of here, it won't be too much of an issue. Let's deconstruct those tiles. And if I had a gas filter here, rotate it round, because realistically I just need to get the nasties out as a priority. Is that a priority 8? No, it's not. Let's get that done. Yeah, so if I put a filter there, I can bridge it over there and send it up, and the other one can just go straight into this pipe. So I'll ignore what's going on with that for the time being. That may come to a point where it's actually not an issue. Come on, come and remove that last piece. You coming to do it? Yeah, perfect. So if I cancel, try again. So if I do that with a gas bridge there, and we put that there to that there, chuck that in there, because I shouldn't be getting too much natural gas out of here. It'll more be other gases that just put that to 9. Change that back to 8. Yeah, so that should then allow us to. Oh, I need power. I need power. I wonder, as I'm not using that pump down there, I might be able to get away with that. So that should allow us to power that. So all the carbon dioxide is working its way over, which is perfect. And if this bunches up slightly, then that's fine. We've got so much more capacity available here. Come on, there we go. Right, so hang on. I've done that wrong. I thought everything was going too good to be true. So, cancel that, cancel that. Gas pipe, you're going to go there. You're still there. And we're going to put the bridge here. Because I want to take out, or filter out, the natural gas, and everything else can go the other way. So, right. Nearly did it wrong. Nearly sent it the wrong way. No, I've done it again. 9. Nothing's 9 other than the beds. Or the massage tables. Right, okay, so that should fly through now. There we go. So, we're now clearing that way. I'm going to deconstruct those gas pipes just because I don't like seeing... Oops. Don't like seeing anything just sat there. See that? There we go. That's now blocking up because it's... Now that's taking priority there. That is so strange. Okay, but at least this is not building up too much. That's contained. That ain't going to happen. I kind of don't really mind the fact that this is actually going to be taking priority over this natural gas geyser, because that'll get to like 5 kilos of pressure and just send it out a bit at a time, which is fine. It just means it shows how much capacity we've got available up here to work with. Perfect. Okay, so what have we got achieved? We've got our new fertilizer station half operational. We are still okay. We've got 2.5 ton, so we were able to complete that before we ran out over in the old... Why is this running so laggy? So we've got how much over here? We've got 2 ton over here, so that's fine. What's happening with these toasty surroundings? Why is that toasty? 18 degrees. The plant is 18 degrees. Dear me. Things are melting in here. Are these giving off heat? They're not. So what is causing this lot to heat up? Because at one point all this was actually freezing up because the temperature had reduced sufficiently in here. Let's put in a few more vases because I know that that is going to cause me a few problems. Yeah. Okay, let's get those priority 9. Sorry to say, because they are quite important to maintain my food. How much seeds have I got? So I've got 8,000-ish wheat grain, so that's not really too much of a problem. And I've run out of water again. Flipping heck, it didn't take long to flipping go through that water. So what's going on here? That needs to be resolved. I need to increase that priority over here. Oh, it is 8, so that's fine. Can they get to it though? No, they can't. Let's allow them to get to it. Would be useful. 2, 2, that should be fine. Yeah. I'll prioritize that as 8 as well, because that's probably what's holding everything up. They can get that done. That'll let some of that water through. We've got plenty of water here, so we just need to reprioritize this as an 8 as a secondary function. And they can get on with that. I wonder what's been going on down here while we've been away. They've done 2. Okay, that's fine. What priority is that anyway? That's 7, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, mind you, they have actually put this ladder in, which is what priority was that? That was 7. Okay, so they have been doing some bits down here, just not a great deal. But now this liquid pipe is really needed. Is that breaking? Oh no, they're picking it up. That's fine. Okay. So what about these guys up here? So you're going to do that. So that's now available. That'll be available. That'll be available, and they'll be able to get on with that. That's fine. I mean, that's not a great deal of water, but it will just keep things running while they sort this lot out. Excellent. So priority, we've only got 3 pieces left. Tell you what, let's put this to 9. So they'll be done in a moment because I need my oxygen sorted out. They've done all those planters, so that's perfect. So what's this in? This is a 9, so copy settings. And we'll put a load over here. So as soon as any sleek wheats become available, they can put them in here, which will be good. Cool. Right, so that looks quite promising. So what's going on with this lot now? We're backed up, typical. Joy of joys. So that isn't actually operating. Do you know what? I'm actually going to open that, and I'm going to deconstruct those 2 seeds, because after watching the other geysers operate, the fact that that thing was overheating, I think, was purely a proximity issue. I've not had any damage on the other 3, so that one's absolutely fine, and this one down here is totally fine. So I think it's a case of oh my goodness, let's get you able to also harvest. Get you harvested. Yeah, so I've not had any other damage, so I might as well utilise those wheezeworts within this area here, which is primary area. So what have we got here? Why have I got polluted? Have I not got enough storage? Yeah, I've got... Oh, my life. Okay. So that's got 100. That's got 100. 100. Dear me. Got a lot of food in there, so... Sure enough. Grief. Okay, that's fine. Let's put another one in there. Let's dig that out as a priority 9. And actually, no, just place it in the food refrigerator. You can go in there. Alright, so. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Cool. Right. I think. Let's get that open. Auto, thank you. So once they've got those out, that little bit of gas that will come out of there won't be too much of an issue. But at least it will... go on, get rid of those. Perfect. Yeah, you picked a map as well. What's that? No, that's natural gas. Dear me. Natural gas. Empty building. There we go. Perfect. So that can be locked again. So nobody will go in. Perfect. And that should mean we have a few more wheezeworts in our coal biome. So one's gone there, and one's gone there. So perfect. Those are entering in and out, so that'll be good. And then we can obviously get these guys a little happier a little later. Let's put mesh tile in there. Yeah, there we go. Oops. All right. So I think that'll do for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you'd like what you've seen, hit the subscribe, give us a thumbs up, that always shows support, and until next time, that's Murphy out.